The day I walked into our family office for what I thought would be another routine meeting, I noticed something different. The phones were silent. The desks that had once been filled with busy travel agents helping families plan vacations now looked almost abandoned. My father sat alone in the conference room, surrounded by stacks of unpaid bills. He looked up at me with tired eyes and quietly said, "We have 3 months left before we lose everything." For over 30 years, our family had built a respected travel company. We specialized in vacation packages, airline bookings, hotel reservations, and customized travel experiences. Thousands of loyal customers trusted us every year. But the world had changed faster than we had expected. Online booking websites were taking over the industry. Customers no longer wanted to call travel agents. They wanted instant prices, personalized recommendations, and one-click booking from their phones. Every month our revenue dropped while expenses continued to rise. Competitors with advanced technology were growing rapidly, while we struggled to keep our outdated systems running. Banks refused to extend more credit. Suppliers demanded payment. Employees feared they would lose their jobs. Everything my grandparents had built seemed destined to disappear. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept asking myself one question. What if our biggest problem wasn't the travel business? What if the real problem was the software behind it? The next morning, instead of looking for investors, I started researching technology used by the world's fastest-growing travel companies. I discovered something surprising. Most travel companies were using dozens of disconnected systems. One platform handled flights. Another managed hotels. A different system processed payments. Customer information was stored somewhere else. Marketing data lived on another platform entirely. The entire process was slow, expensive, and full of errors. Every booking required multiple manual checks. Every customer request meant employees switching between different programs. We weren't just losing customers. We were wasting thousands of hours every month. That's when the idea appeared. Instead of becoming another online travel agency, what if we built software that connected every part of the travel business into one intelligent platform? It sounded impossible. We had almost no money. We had no software development department. I wasn't a professional programmer. But sometimes desperation creates courage that success never can. I sold my car. I emptied my savings account. Several family members contributed whatever they could afford. Together we gathered just enough money to hire 2 freelance developers willing to believe in a crazy idea. Our goal wasn't to build another booking website. We wanted to create a travel operating system. A platform capable of managing flights, hotels, tours, transportation, customer support, pricing, marketing, and accounting from one dashboard. The first version was terrible. It crashed constantly. Searches were slow. Bookings failed. Customers complained. Even our employees hated using it. There were days when I wondered if we had made the biggest mistake of our lives. Friends suggested shutting everything down before we lost even more money. But every complaint taught us something valuable. Instead of defending our software, we listened. Every bug became a lesson. Every negative review became a roadmap. Every failure improved the next version. Little by little the platform became faster. Smarter. More reliable. Then we added artificial intelligence. Instead of simply displaying available flights, the software learned customer preferences. It recognized travel habits. It predicted destinations people would enjoy. It automatically suggested hotels based on previous trips. It optimized prices depending on demand. Customer support became available 24 hours a day through intelligent assistants capable of answering thousands of questions instantly. Booking time dropped from nearly 20 minutes to less than 3. Customer satisfaction increased dramatically. Refund processing that once required several employees now happened automatically. The software identified pricing errors before customers ever noticed them. Marketing campaigns became personalized instead of generic. The transformation inside our company was unbelievable. Employees who previously handled repetitive administrative work could finally focus on helping customers create unforgettable travel experiences. Operating costs fell sharply. Profit margins improved. Customers returned. Word spread quickly. Then something unexpected happened. Other travel agencies started asking if they could use our software. At first we laughed. Why would competitors want our technology? But after receiving dozens of similar requests, we realized something important. Maybe we weren't simply running a travel company anymore. Maybe we had accidentally created a technology company. We launched a subscription version of the platform for other travel businesses. The first customer signed within a week. The second arrived a few days later. Soon agencies from different cities wanted demonstrations. Then companies from other countries contacted us. Instead of earning money from only our own bookings, we now earned recurring monthly revenue from businesses using our software. That completely changed everything. Recurring income created stability. Investors who had previously rejected us suddenly wanted meetings. Banks offered financing. Technology partners approached us with collaboration opportunities. But we remained careful. Rapid growth destroys many startups. Instead of expanding recklessly, we improved reliability first. Security became our highest priority. Travel companies trusted us with sensitive customer information, payment details, and booking records. One security failure could destroy years of hard work. We hired cybersecurity specialists. Performed constant testing. Invested heavily in cloud infrastructure. Built backup systems capable of handling millions of simultaneous searches. Every improvement made the platform stronger. Soon airlines wanted direct integration. Hotel chains joined. Car rental companies connected their inventories. Tour operators uploaded thousands of experiences. Customers could compare everything in seconds. The software wasn't simply processing bookings anymore. It became an intelligent travel ecosystem. Then we introduced predictive analytics. The platform analyzed global travel trends, weather forecasts, airline pricing, seasonal demand, and customer behavior. Travel agencies received recommendations before market changes occurred. Instead of reacting to industry shifts, they anticipated them. This became one of our biggest competitive advantages. During periods when airline prices suddenly increased, our software had already warned agencies days earlier. When new destinations became popular on social media, our algorithms detected rising interest before traditional market reports appeared. Clients loved it. Renewal rates exceeded 95%. Customer referrals became our largest source of growth. Within 5 years, our software served thousands of travel businesses. Millions of travelers booked vacations through systems powered by our platform without ever realizing it. The family company that had once struggled to survive transformed into one of the fastest-growing travel technology businesses in the industry. Revenue multiplied every year. International expansion accelerated. We opened offices across multiple countries. Developers, designers, travel experts, and artificial intelligence engineers joined our mission. Our workforce grew from fewer than 30 employees to more than 2,000. One day our finance director entered my office carrying a report. He smiled and placed it on the desk. Our latest valuation is complete. I looked down. $400 million. For several minutes nobody spoke. I remembered the nearly empty office. The unpaid bills. The fear in my father's voice. The nights wondering whether we'd lose our family business forever. Now investors valued the company at $400 million. But the number itself wasn't the greatest achievement. The greatest achievement was proving that innovation can completely transform an industry that many people believe cannot change. Success didn't come from working longer hours. It came from solving the right problem. Many businesses focus entirely on selling more products. Few focus on making the entire system smarter. Technology wasn't replacing people. It was removing unnecessary work so people could deliver better service. Travel agents became advisors instead of data entry operators. Customer support became relationship building instead of repetitive problem solving. Managers spent time making strategic decisions instead of correcting manual errors. Artificial intelligence amplified human expertise instead of replacing it. Even today our software continues evolving. Machine learning improves recommendations every day. Voice booking is becoming more accurate. Real-time translation helps travelers communicate across languages. Predictive maintenance prevents technical failures before they occur. Environmental data helps customers choose more sustainable travel options. The journey never truly ends. Every new challenge creates another opportunity to innovate. Looking back, I often think about how close we came to giving up. If we had accepted bankruptcy as inevitable, none of this would exist. Sometimes the biggest opportunity hides inside the biggest crisis. When old systems stop working, people have two choices. Protect the past. Or build the future. We chose the future. Not because it was easy. Because there was no other option. Entrepreneurs often believe they need perfect timing, unlimited funding, or extraordinary talent before starting something meaningful. Our experience taught a completely different lesson. We started with debt. Limited resources. An outdated business. A failing industry. And enormous uncertainty. What mattered wasn't having every answer. It was being willing to learn faster than our problems grew. Every successful feature began as an imperfect experiment. Every major breakthrough started as an idea that sounded unrealistic. Every milestone came after moments when quitting seemed like the logical decision. Today thousands of travel companies rely on technology that began inside a nearly bankrupt family office. Millions of travelers enjoy smoother booking experiences because one struggling business decided to reinvent itself instead of surrendering. Whenever someone asks how an ordinary family company became worth $400 million, they usually expect a secret formula. There isn't one. The answer is surprisingly simple. Listen carefully to your customers. Study problems instead of competitors. Build solutions instead of excuses. Improve something every single day. Never assume today's successful business model will survive tomorrow. And when everyone believes your company is finished, remember that endings often become the starting point for the greatest transformations. Our story was never really about travel. It was about refusing to let yesterday's limitations define tomorrow's possibilities. The software changed our company. The crisis changed our mindset. And together, they turned what looked like the end of a family legacy into the beginning of a global technology success story that nobody saw coming.